Peace and harmony here with you here today. Have you just broken up with a narcissist or a psychopath? Or maybe you did even a couple months ago and it's still kind of plaguing you, it's still kind of difficult? That is because there's such a ramification, there's such an aftershock to separating from them. It's not a typical breakup where you kind of part ways and you kind of acknowledge that things weren't right between each other. It's more of a discovery on your part that there is somebody who's extremely flawed, extremely deviant, and extremely distressing, to the point where your body, having realized this, that you were so close to this really essence of danger that you cannot believe your own eyes anymore. And it really causes you to doubt your own senses, doubt and mistrust your own self. It's very difficult to trust people. Again, it's very difficult to even trust yourself after experiencing that, because you felt that this was so blissful with this narcissist or with this psychopath, or you thought, this is my end-all be-all, this is my ultimate mate, this is my ultimate friend. And having thought that, and you feel, well, no one else really compares, and you kind of feel like you want to give up or maybe not date anymore, and these are all natural feelings. But what really needs to happen is kind of an adjustment or an attitude adjustment. And don't take that as a negative way. It's actually quite a positive thing, because one thing that's really required is for you to understand that without this person, you're not missing anything. A lot of people think, well, that's it for me. I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z anymore. I'm not going to be able to go here. I'm not going to be able to do this. And it's actually the latter of the case. You're actually regaining yourself. You're actually regaining your sanity by exposing them. You've been able to see truth. You've been able to realize something. You're like the super sleuth. I mean, you figured this out. You should be giving yourself a huge pat on the back, and now continue to give yourself a pat on the back for not doubting your senses. And as you work little by little, you're going to be able to regain trust in yourself, where you're able to, once you're staying in more of a quiet, meditative state, staying out of trouble, meaning staying away from the narcissist or the psychopath, and these types of people and their entire groups of people. Do not surround yourself with, crowds of these sorts. And the thing is, if this is the type of person who you've been drawn to, the narcissist, someone who's, charming, but they're not good for you. In other words, there's no two-way discussion. There's no two-way symbiotic relationship back and forth, where the two of you give and take together and you're on equal footing. That's what a healthy relationship should feel like. When you look at the relationship of yourself to the psychopath or the narcissist, did you not feel at some point like this person was better than you? That they were above you in some way? That they had something special that you didn't? And that maybe, they would help make you a whole person? Well, having relationships does broaden our horizons. Having relationships and getting to know people does expand our repertoire. It does expand our ability to love and be loved. It does help us grow as people, absolutely. It's a very nourishing activity to be able to go out and have friends and do things together. However, you should not be surrounding with people who make you feel less than, or who you subconsciously feel less than, because you are not. Now, one of the key things that I think is important is that to realize that you're not missing anything with this person. You can continue. In fact, I think you're going to enjoy life a lot more and do some new activities a lot more once you're separated from this person, because this person is kind of, tainted love. And I think there's a song, Tainted Love, I forgot who it's by, but this person, you know, it's even more, it's not, you know, it's not a, oh, this is a funny, you know, sort of situation. It's actually a very real and a very dangerous situation. I mean, people can lose their lives, their home, their emotional sanctity, their, you know, time spent trying to heal. I mean, that's time you want to get up and start living. But the narcissist or psychopath, they live in such a way is that they're almost like an infection, that they want to cloud your vision of yourself so that you can't grow, so they can't be intimidated by you. See, they try to control you and keep you down, and shut down by feeling and acting superior to you. So you thought that they were superior to you. You thought that they had certain talents and then you were just kind of pushing yourself down, and little by little by little, it became noticeable to you that it was pathological, meaning, i.e., really sick and wrong and hurtful and devastating and not where you want to be, and really hurtful. So realize that actually, once you get out of this relationship with this narcissist or psychopath, no matter how much you're fighting it, I know you wish you could go back, I know you wish it was different. See, but that's the human, loving, aspiring part of you. That is the determined part of you that, you know, wants to make it all work, that has the dream to make it work. And there are some people who will ultimately just take advantage of you and use you up to the point where you're unacknowledged and you're not part of the group. You know, you feel very lonely even in that group because you're not being acknowledged. It's all them just, you know, boistering up their ego, and it's not reciprocal for you. And so, you know, you're almost like living half a life if you're trying to stay stuck with this type of person. So start to take a look at spending some time on your own, going out on your own, getting to know yourself, meaning, you know, going out to places maybe with some friends, but, you know, getting to know yourself, calming down. You know, as they say, you know, keep calm and press on. Like all those shirts, you know, you say keep calm. Well, keep calm. And, you know, just try to just remain steady, not where you're like super excited and then super down. You know, I'm so thrilled with this guy, and then like it's just this roller coaster. Relationships really, as we mature and grow older, you don't want them to be like that, because after the, you know, puffing up becomes the deflation, and you should actually just try to remain on more of a neutral. You know, we're having fun, we're relaxing. You know, it's up and down like that. It's a nice, easy flow to the relationship versus you know, craziness that is very damaging and scarring. You know what we're talking about. Narcissistic and psychopathic abuse. I hope these videos help. Please share and subscribe for more great tools, videos, and discussions. Take yourself out and make it a beautiful day. You're not missing anything. Go out there and do something special and fun for yourself. You won't regret it. See you on the next video.